Hi guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here and welcome to our third day of 5 days of love. And today we're doing something different. As you can tell, we're kind of just sitting, hanging out on my couch in my beauty studio, and I just wanted to chat with you guys about my version of an anti-Valentine's Day. So if you want to know more about that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's do it. All right, you guys, so maybe I'm getting too deep with it. I don't know. You can let me know. I just feel that sometimes these kind of holidays that are all about love have a tendency to make some of us feel kind of bad about ourselves. Like, are we have a date that night? Like, you know, we don't have anybody to go out with, things of that nature. And I have so been there in my life. I really have. And I felt lonely at times, and I just want to let you know, if you're feeling that way, that I hear you and I feel you, and I'm sending so much love to you. And I wanted this video to be about a couple things. First, I wanted it to be about what I do for self-care, as far as like when I'm having these moments where I feel kind of lonely and it's a holiday that is supposed to be all about love, and maybe you don't have that special person in your life, how to celebrate you, how to express maybe self-gratitude, how to at least be really happy and confident in who you are, and make this Valentine's Day this kind of anti-Valentine's Day where you take care of you. Maybe you are going to be watching a movie, maybe you're going to be hanging out on the couch with your beautiful furry babies, maybe you'll have a glass of wine, a tea, some coffee. That's what tonight is all about. It is all about self-love and expressing gratitude for what you have. Also, what I wanted to do is, when I'm feeling that way, maybe it's just me, but hopefully it's not, I love to do kind of overindulgent skincare, and I wanted to kind of introduce you to this new trend, which is called glass skin. And I think it's really very on trend with what's happening in cosmetics right now. And it also just might be fun for you to try it out if you're having a night on the couch and you want to do a little, you know, indulgent skincare, as well as a very easy kind of barely there makeup look. All right, so what I want to show you first is, I try, and again, I am not preaching that I am perfect, because I am not. But I got this little book, and it's so cute. Let's see if you guys could see it. It says my name on it. I love this little book. It's a gratitude journal. Do you guys, any of you guys do gratitude journals? This is by a company called May Designs. I saw it on the news one morning. I was watching Good Morning America, and I ordered it because I thought it was really cool because it's small. So for me, sometimes whenever I hear people talking about gratitude journals, it can feel very overwhelming to me. Like, you have to wake up in the morning and you have to be grateful for 5 things, or just write until you can't write anymore. I mean, for me, my daughter comes in at 7 a.m. She wakes us up in the most beautiful way most mornings, and I don't have time to turn over and write a few things. But throughout the day, what I do is I carry this in my purse and I bring it out and I write down, I'll show you, I don't want to show you my personal pages, but here's an empty page. And so basically you just write down, you know, what your priorities are for the day, and then here's your, 5 things that you're grateful for, and maybe a few things that you can jot down, like what's on your mind, if you just kind of want to do like a mind flush where you just put down all the things that you're thinking about so you don't have to think about them anymore. And it's just a place where I can just turn to, and then if I'm feeling ever down, I can look back in this book and think about, oh yeah, you know what, I was grateful for this yesterday. And sometimes they're as simple as like, I'm just grateful that my legs work. I'm just grateful that I'm breathing. I'm, whatever it is that you're grateful for. I love this little book, and I do try to be Try to live in gratitude as much as I possibly can, because I do feel it's really important and it can be very life-changing. So I know that's very kind of cliche to say, but I do think that it works, and I hope that I impress upon you. Even if you don't have a little journal, just take pieces of paper out or on your phone. I'm a paper person. I don't, you know, like my calendar is all handwritten and things of that nature. So because I'm of a different generation. So I hope that that inspires you to grab something like this and start a gratitude journal. And then I also try, so this is something I'm going to be working on the rest of the year, is I do try to get out and walk at least 30 minutes, not a day, because again, I have so much going on, but I try to walk and enjoy nature. I am big into being active and being outside, and that doesn't necessarily mean working out, which again, I'm going to be working on more this year to really, but it's all about self-care. It's like, what do you need to really make sure that you feel loved? So maybe for me, you know, sometimes it's really being overindulgent in masks and in skincare. Maybe it's for you that you're going to go out and run and make that time for you that day, or whatever it is it's super important to make that a priority. So enough of me kind of rambling, but just so you know, I love you guys, and if you are having a hard day, just know that someone out there is thinking of you and that they love you, and that's me. And if that's, you know, all that you feel like you have, which I'm sure it's not, then at least you have somebody like me. All right, so let's get on to this really beautiful, very easy, effortless skincare and makeup routine, which is kind of called the name of it is called glass skin, but it's just really kind of barely there makeup that I would absolutely wear to a night out with the girls. Maybe I'm sitting on the couch with them, or I just want to sit and feel good and feel pretty and watch a movie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my face with, like I said, it's kind of an overindulgence, so I do use a little bit pricier products. I do save some of my pricier products for this type of a situation, but I'm using my Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil, and then I'm actually trying the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Gel Cleanser. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so after I'd cleansed my skin, I also used the Tatcha Polish. This is the classic rice enzyme. It's a very, very gentle exfoliation, because for this look, you want your skin to be nice and smooth and exfoliated, because it's all about plumping, firming, hydrated, glowy, youthful skin. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to use the Too Cool for School. This is, I got from Sephora, this is the Firming Collagen Egg Yolk Extract Sheet Mask. I love this brand. It's obviously a Korean brand. And it is a very, very hydrating kind of milky face mask. Comes in these things. It's kind of cool. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it right over my face. Now that I look crazy and scary. I do face masks all the time that are sheet masks, because I really feel like they are kind of indulgent, fun, and work really well. Work the rest of it down my neck. And then I got this at Target, I got this at Sephora. This is the Karauna. Okay, can't say this. It's an age-defining hand mask. I love this. It's for age spots, things of that nature. I love hand masks. I don't do them enough. I have eczema on my hands, and I love to use these. Isn't that awesome? Okay, cool. So you open this up. You just put your hand in here. And all of this stuff is in here. Ooh. And I kind of just work it around on my hands. So we are ready to go. I am going to leave this on for about 30 minutes, and I will be right back. Usually if I'm doing this at night, which is when I usually do this, I will have a glass of wine, watch my favorite show for a little bit, and then I will take everything off. So I'll see you guys in about 20 to 30 minutes. All right, so we are back. It is about 25 minutes later. My hands feel really good, not greasy. That mask is really, really hydrating. So you're not going to need a ton of hydrating products on top of it. Do you see how beautiful glowing the skin already looks? I love that mask. I buy them a lot. I love it. So glass skin is supposed to look flawless, almost translucent, like a piece of glass. It's this kind of Korean beauty trend that went viral, and it just really interested me for some reason. All right, so I did already, by the way, put my essence on before I did the mask, my Tatcha essence, because it's something that I just, you know, don't go without. I am going to use, now please do not be mad at me, but when we're doing something like this, I like to, like I said, indulge. So I'm going to be using this beautiful new eye cream that I've been trying out from Tatcha, and it's the Ageless Revitalizing Eye Cream. It is just makes me feel like good when I'm using it. Really, really good. And it's very thick, so you only need the littlest amount. And I love it because it is perfect to use under makeup. I wouldn't necessarily use this by itself like at night, but it really blurs imperfections underneath the eye and it looks like this. It's like a balm. It really helps kind of smooth everything out underneath there, but it lays really beautifully under makeup. And I just kind of pat this in. All right, so it won't give you milia or anything of that nature. And then I'm going to use my tried and true May Love, the Glow Maker, and pop this all over the skin. Again, I don't need a ton of thick, you know, hydrating products. I've already done the sheet mask. Look at that glow, woo! And if you don't have this, just use something that is heavy in hyaluronic acid. All right, so everything feels really good right now. And I'm just going to finish this off. I feel like I am literally having this like Tatcha moment, and it's just because I use this. You can use a Mori Pacific, whatever. This just don't kill me. This is what I feel I really love. It's the water cream from Tatcha, and it just gives really great, beautiful, hydrated skin. I swear this is not sponsored by Tatcha, although it should be. All right, so I feel really hydrated. It feels really good, and I am on to the next step. And I guess this could kind of be like my favorite super expensive skincare and cosmetics demo for you guys, because everything is going to be pretty high price. So, but I think you guys will really like the end result. All right, great. So now that that is on, so what I'm going to do is I am going to use two primers. I am going to use the Guerlain primer. I have been obsessed with this. Price point super high, but I feel like it really tenses and firms the skin, besides giving that really radiant, glowy finish to the skin. So I do let that sit for a few moments. I am going to give my lashes a good curl with the Tarte Lash Curler. All right, and you're going to see that I am not going to put any eyeshadow on because I do have quite a bit of discoloration on my eyelid, and I want to go with it. So now we're going to be using the Boscia Instant Illuminizing Moisturizer. I'm going to use a very little bit of this. I like this one because it gives a pink glow to the skin, and I'm just going to use it on the high points of my face. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this now. Now we're going to be using my oldie but a goodie that I know you guys know I talk about this. This is the Dermablend Flawless Creator. I want you to go grab a full coverage foundation. I know you're gonna be like, what? Full coverage foundation? Yes, and trust me. We're going to use a full coverage foundation, one that if you have these drops, or if you have the Cover FX drops, or the Remarkable Foundation from Marc Jacobs, or the NYX drops, that would be good for this. I'm going to take literally one dropper. That's it. And maybe even less than that. You can need that. And I'm going to put it on a brush, not a beauty blender, because we've already built the layers of hydration. And I'm actually going to build most of my coverage on the perimeter of my face. This is going to be different for us. And then whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to pull on the inside of my face. And I'm really going to buff this in. And we don't want a tremendous amount of coverage, using just the other part of that drop on the other side of my face. The reason why I like to do this is because with a full coverage is because you only need a little bit. And it just gives you the most beautiful, flawless finish ever. I love this foundation. See, you can still, by building more coverage on the perimeters of our face, you can still see all my freckles. You can still see my skin through the foundation, which is what we want. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a concealer. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to use my Tarte Aqua concealer, and I'm just going to use the littlest amount, the smallest amount. I'm going to flip over this really cool brush by Sephora. This is the 202 brush, and I'm going to just keep it right here. And I'm going to bring it up to the lash line, and then I'm going to turn this over and start to pat this in. You can use your beauty blender, that's totally fine, but I just have this here, and I'm going to bring on the inner corner of my eye to keep everything really nice and open. All right, so brows are going to be super important for this look. So Hourglass just came out with some new brow products that I'm really loving. I have used their eyebrow pencils in my kit for a very long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a very little bit, and I'm just going to fill in the places that are sparse. And I'm not going to extend it very much because I don't want people to really notice that I have makeup on. And my color is in Soft Brunette. All right, so then to finish off the brows, their brand new product, this is called the Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel, and I am going to be using it in Soft Brunette as well. This is a brow fiber mascara, so you have a short end and you have a long end. So the short end you're going to go backwards on. I like this because it gives natural volume to the hair on the brow, so it doesn't look so fake. And then you use a long part of the bristle to just comb them in place. I mean, look at that killer brow. All right, great. So the brows are done. I am going to go ahead and set my face with a little bit of the Hourglass powder. And you want to use a luminescent powder. And I'm just going to kind of set all under the eyes with diffused light. And then for the rest of the face, you can either choose to set it, which I'm not going to. I'm just setting under the eyes. But I want the skin to remain this kind of glowy and dewy, and we used a self-setting product, so the product actually will dry down and not have to be set. All right, so I am gonna go in with a lengthening mascara, and we just wanna use a very light coat. You can use brown here, that would be a great place, and I'm actually only going to use it on the top lash line. All right, so for the cheeks, we're just gonna add a little bit of definition. We're going into one of my favorite Dior products, and we're just gonna add just ever so slightly a little bit of color to the cheeks, nothing too dramatic. And now we're going to go in with one of my favorite cruelty-free and really fantastic ingredient green product by the line name of Ilia. And this is their highlighter in polka dots and moonbeams. And this is going to be an essential part of this look, is to use a cream highlighter on, look at that, see that? You want that skin to be reflective like glass. A little bit goes a long way with this product, but it blends in so beautifully with the skin. It's one of the highlighters, if somebody wants a highlighter that is more of mature skin or has texture, this is what I always recommend. And I'm going to use just a touch underneath the brow. Take the same brand, Ilia. This is a cream blush in At Last, and I'm going to take it on a beauty blender and just start to press this into the skin and just right on the kind of apples and the high points of my face. And you don't really want this to like stand out a ton. You just want to give the face a little bit of dimension and a little bit of color back into it. All right, so it's kind of as easy as that. I am going to use the same Ilia color on my lips. These are multi-sticks, so you can use them obviously in other places on the face. All right, let's end this with a little bit of Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, just to really solidify that glow. All right, you guys, so here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I really would love to hear from you guys if you guys have tried this trend. I love how the skin looks. I think it looks really, really pretty. Obviously, you can put on eyeshadow if you want. Just use something really light like a bronzer, but this kind of is all about this glowing glass skin, and I feel like I've shared a few techniques that we haven't used before as far as using a full coverage foundation for something so minimalistic. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here, and remember, you are so truly loved by me, honestly. So I thought I would give away this really cool skincare, Sephora favorite skincare routine for normal skin. I thought it might be better just to get the normal one, because when I looked at the products, I actually liked these products better than any of the rest of the other boxes. So this is the giveaway. Make sure you are subscribed, comment below, just say hi. In the next 10 hours after this video goes live, I will pick a winner, and make sure that you reread like where your comments are, because that's where I will respond to you. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. You are so loved, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, you guys.